JobNimbus is a powerful tool both to help you make money and also to save you time. And one of the biggest ways that we can help you save time is by keeping you from rewriting the same email over and over and over again. If your work's anything like mine, you send a lot of the same email. JobNimbus makes it easy. That's how we use templates. So let's dig in and let's start talking about templates. We're going to click on our image up here on the right-hand side and go into our settings. And then we're going to choose the tab Templates on the left. Here, we can make templates for our various financial documents like our invoices, credit memos, estimates, and so forth. But today we're going to focus on making email and document templates. So once we choose an email template, we're brought to this image. Now, the first thing you have to do, of course, is give this a name. This name is going to be welcome email, something that we'll be sending out all the time. An email template will ask us to choose a subject line. I usually like to include in my subject lines the name of the person that I'm addressing because your name gets your attention, helps you want to open the email. To keep you from having to go and look up someone's name every time you're sending them an email, we can insert a template field even into the subject. Now you might be wondering, what's a template field? The template field is the most powerful part of JobNimbus templates. It allows you to point to any of the information kept inside JobNimbus and have that automatically brought out and put right where the template field is located. So in this case, I want to use a contact's name. I'm going to go down here to contact, and I'm going to choose first name, and that will now populate right here on the subject line when I send this email. So I'm going to say contact first name, which could be Joe, John, Jane, so forth. Welcome to JobNimbus. And down here, you're going to get a lot of the tools that you're used to using in any sort of text editor. We can bold, we can italicize, we can underline, we can strike through, we can choose various fonts, change the size, change the color of this font, change the alignment, and so forth. Something very powerful here is the ability to change the HTML code. Our template editor is full HTML. In other words, if you know how to use HTML, you can use this template editor to build just about anything. But in the case that you don't know HTML, I recommend sticking with the supplied tools. So we're going to come in here and we're going to say, hi, insert template field, contact first name. Now, since we're here using template fields, let's start talking about what these template fields are and what they do and don't do. Now, if I'm sending a template email from a contact, then I want to be using only template fields in contact, contact workflow, contact others, and contact custom fields. If, on the other hand, I'm going to be sending this email from a job, I want to use job, job workflow, job others. And if I want to send something to the job's contact, I would use job primary contact, where I have a mirror of those first name, last name fields. But instead of looking straight at the contact, it looks at the job's primary contact instead. Now, other than the job and the contact template fields, you'll also see things for activity, material order, and task. These can only be used if you're using an email that is sent via automation. That way, the computer says, yes, this is what triggered the email, so I know where to look to find the task information. Otherwise, I could have 3 tasks on my contact. It wouldn't know which one to choose, so it'll just leave it blank. So, to summarize, if we're using a contact, we want to make sure we're using any of these that start with contact. If we're going to be sending this out of jobs, we want to only be using the ones that start with job. And if we're going to be using it for an automation, then we can use things like task, activity, payment, material order, as long as the automation will be triggered off of those various things. The other kind of template that we'll be working with is a document template. So here's a document template, and the only thing that's changed is we get this cool thing called built-in section. The built-in section allows us to put a place in our document to add a document, a photo, an estimate, or a signature right from the contact itself. This allows us to create contracts and other professional documents and tie in things we're already keeping in Job Nimbus, like our photos and our estimates, so that we don't have to do a bunch of double entry. Let me jump into a contact and show you exactly what some of these things look like. So here we are in McRory. We're going to go ahead and go to Activity and choose Send an Email. Right here we have the option to insert a template. I'm going to go ahead and choose this welcome email. And you'll see that his name, Mick, populated here at the top. The sales rep, Sergio, populated right here, and Sergio's image populated down here at the bottom. Now, if I send this email, I don't even have to worry about any of the other things that I've done here. All of this populates all on its own. Templates are one of the most powerful tools inside Job Nimbus to save you time and make your communication look more professional and more uniform with your customers. I know it's something that's going to solve a lot of problems and make your business even more powerful.